President Donald Trump could be impeached over his phone call with the Ukrainian president. He's accused of withholding aid to that country in exchange for an investigation into the family of one of his Democratic rivals. The stakes are whether to remove President Trump from office, and it's important to note that this is a political process, not a criminal one. Remember, the Mueller report reinforced the policy from the Justice Department that a sitting president cannot be indicted with a crime. So, let's take a look at this political process. Impeaching a president and removing them from office is very, very hard to do. No president has ever been removed from office by this process. First, a member of the House of Representatives must bring an impeachment resolution before the House. Then, the House Judiciary Committee must approve the idea by a majority vote. Then, a majority of the entire House of Representatives must approve it, getting 218 votes or more out of 435. There, you've impeached the president. And think of it like charging them with a crime for bribery, treason, or a vague, often argued over phrase, high crimes and misdemeanors. And if the House charges the president, the Senate is the jury. 2/3 of the Senate must convict the president for him to be removed. And we've come close, but this has never happened. In 1868, Democrat President Andrew Johnson fired his Secretary of War. That was the last straw between him and the Republicans who wanted to control Reconstruction after the Civil War. They thought he was too sympathetic to the former Confederate states and wanted him out. But Johnson survived by one vote. Then, Democratic President Bill Clinton was impeached.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Not for his affair with the intern Monica Lewinsky, but for perjury and obstruction of justice trying to cover it up. He was impeached by the House, but not convicted by the Senate. He actually became more popular as Republicans tried to oust him, so much so that Newt Gingrich, Republican Speaker of the House, ended up resigning, and Clinton finished out 8 years as president. But what about Nixon, you say? Wasn't he impeached? Well, no. After the Watergate break-in, leaders in the House and Senate said they had the votes and began the process, but Nixon resigned before they could finish. So what about now and impeaching President Trump? Americans are in no way unified on this issue. Despite low approval ratings, in a poll hot off the press this week, only 37% of Americans want him impeached. 57% do not. And right now, Republicans control the Senate, so a 2/3 vote is not likely unless Republicans turn on their president. And both major political parties can take this issue into the 2020 election with the wedge issues of all wedge issues. Do you support President Donald Trump, or should he be removed from office?